Welcome to Channel 18, and we're happy to have as our first guest of the new year, Sue Jusell, the town nurse. And Sue is going to bring us up to date on some medical issues.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy, healthy New Year.
Yes, right. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And you want to start with
just
people who are in the hospital?
Well, I mean, we were just having a lengthy conversation, but yeah, we'll get into that in a few minutes. But I just, overall, I'm just wanting people to be aware that there's a lot out there right now as far as respiratory illnesses.
Okay.
And so many of them are preventable. I mean, if you're walking through an area that somebody has just coughed, you really almost want to cover your mouth and your nose and try not to breathe in the air that they have just coughed to some degree. If they're really coughing and they sound congested and they sound sick, like they shouldn't be out of the house, you want to stay away from them. You do want to try and get away from them. And we ask that people are respectful. If you're sick, stay home. Don't go out and put somebody else at risk.
Right, that's the best advice you can give.
And even at a grocery store, if you're really feeling ill, ask somebody else to go pick up a few things for you. But if you're walking around the store and you're coughing, that can linger and get somebody else sick. So just trying to be respectful. If you really know that you're sick, try to stay home and try to isolate what you've got and not spread it to everyone else. A respiratory illness is harder to prevent than, say, a stomach bug.
How do you get a respiratory?
A respiratory illness is more airborne. And we all have to breathe the air that's around us. So, so you want to try to create a healthy environment around you. If you're at work and somebody's sick, maybe, ask them to kind of keep to their little corner for the afternoon and see if you can maybe create a little distance. And if there's a stomach bug going around, you can pretty much control whether or not you get that by good hand washing, good techniques. Alcohol gel at your desk or alcohol gel in your car. But nothing replaces good hand washing. Try to keep your hands from your face. Try not to rub your eyes. And before you eat, it is so simple. But before you eat anything, before you touch your food, if you wash your hands, that really prevents a lot of different things.
I don't do that, but...
Well, it's important. It really is important to do.
I don't wash my hands before I eat.
Well, it's important to do. It really does help prevent illnesses. And your general well-being, just keeping your immune system up. As soon as I see that my children are sick or someone around me that's been sick, I really focus on getting enough sleep. And if I feel run down, I'll see what I can do to try and boost up my immune system. There's different things out there that can boost your immune system. You could talk to your doctor or pharmacist about that, but they're just over-the-counter supplements that can help your immune system, and every little boost can help.
That's very. You have any ideas as to?
Well, there's so many. I wouldn't even begin to touch on it, but there's so many. And even the pharmacist can show you what's.
They're in one area of the pharmacy, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just about. It's more like a supplement, and it's just a short-term supplement you might use.
Very good.
Yeah. But as far as the respiratory illnesses out there, for somebody who's well, if you've gone 5 days or so and there's something that's still lingering, you might want to give the doctor a call. You don't want to go 10 days and then call the doctor when now you really don't feel good. Generally, the rule of thumb, if you're well, is 5 days. If something has lingered for 5 days, it's time to call the doctor or see someone. But if you're compromised, and if you've had a history of pneumonia, or if you're on oxygen, or if your immune system is very suppressed and you know that, I would say 24 hours. Give the doctor a call. It doesn't mean you need to go in, but give them a call, tell them what's going on, and they might make an appointment for the following day just to make sure you're well. But you don't want to just wait. You don't want to postpone going in to see the doctor, because we want to have you stay well.
And you want to stay well.
Yeah, everyone does.
That's right.
And there's different kinds of coughs. There's people that have just a dry cough. There's not a lot of humidity in the air. The heat is on. It generates the dust. I don't think I know anyone that's not allergic to dust. So that creates just that irritating cough and some sinus congestion. So, and I think everyone knows what that feels like, and that's different than being sick. When you're sick, you have sinus pressure and it hurts. You have a cough that might be productive.
I blow my nose a lot, but I don't feel sick.
Exactly. So you would know the difference between that and then becoming sick. You would probably feel run down, feel tired.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a bit of a difference there. And the key is knowing yourself and knowing when that change has happened. The pneumonia vaccination nowadays is covered by a lot of different insurances. It's more affordable, and you might even want to discuss that with your doctor or your pharmacist and see what it would cost you if you were to have it.
I think they renewed mine last time I went.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And the pneumonia vaccination, there's a booster for that. So if you've had it once and it's been a few years, you might want to discuss with your doctor when you might want to get the booster again. And it's one more step just to keep you healthy and well.
Very good.
As far as the winter time coming, we like to be proactive. If there's a big storm coming, we're going to give you a call. The water department sends out phone calls to residents in Harwich to give them just storm updates and where they might find a shelter. But the Council on Aging is also taking your name and your phone number and your address and pertinent information about you, like emergency contacts. So if you don't have your name registered with the Council on Aging and you are over the age of 60, or if you're somebody that's at home and you feel that you could use a reassurance phone call, please give the Council on Aging a call and let us know that you're there, and we'll be sure to get a phone call out to you.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get some advice because oftentimes that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. And there's people that we know are at risk. We're going to pick up the phone. We're going to call them. We'll spend a day or a couple days sometimes just making phone calls to people just to see that they are prepared for a storm, and if there were to be a shelter, if that's something that they would like. And we put that into place 2 or 3 times last year.
Very good.
And we've got a call center, and we've got department heads there working for long, lengthy hours to ensure that everyone's safe. So we've got a pretty good support team here in Harwich, but we need to know that you're there. So if you need us, we want to know ahead of time.
Okay.
Okay. And then just even knowing your neighbors. I was at someone's house yesterday, and her neighbor, who doesn't even live there full time, was just down for a couple of days, came over and shoveled her walkway. Now, there wasn't a lot to shovel, but there was probably about an inch of snow there. And he came and he just shoveled her walkway off and shoveled up her driveway. And it was just really nice. So just those simple acts of kindness can go a long way. And just keeping an eye out, knowing if somebody might need something, and just reaching out to them, even if you're not the one to provide it for them, just kind of directing them.
Very good. All right. So I didn't bother to shovel at all.
Yeah.
Because it didn't seem to be that
It
that
didn't.
deep.
Yeah, no. And today is so warm, it's melting anyhow.
That's good.
But it was just the act of it was very nice and very kind of him, because he was out shoveling yesterday.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you always look for that.
Yeah, and the days are getting longer.
That's a good thing.
It is. It is. So we'll have the sun to help melt that snow that does fall.
Yes, we will. And what else have we got there?
I think that's it. I
That's
just wanted
about
to
it.
touch base and
Okay.
have people call us and let us know that they're at home if they're going to need something, so that we can give them a reassurance call if needed.
Very good. Well, there you have all that you need to know for the time being, anyhow. So if you are feeling ill, think of the doctor. And if you're feeling just a little bit ill, keep track of yourself and make sure that you feel better soon. Is that about it?
Sounds good, Paul.
Okay. Thanks again, Sue.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.